to the Revere Senior FYI. I'm Debbie Pesca.
And I'm Ed DeVoe. Happy spring to everybody. You know, the temperatures are rising, the birds are starting to come out, the flowers are starting to sprout out of the ground, and hey, it's coming in full force, and so are we. We've got an action-packed lineup this spring and are actively working on a lot of things for the rest of the year.
One of the major goals this year is to create more opportunities for the city's 60-plus Revere adults and the inclusion of 60-plus adults from the city's culturally diverse community. So this spring, we'll begin producing our newsletters in multiple languages, adding evening programs, and adding culturally diverse events.
Yeah. You know, and that's something we've been working on last year and this year, COVID aside and all of that stuff, trying to come up with ideas to expand the number of people who have opportunities to come into the Senior Center and take part in the activity. So we're really looking forward to some of the things we've got coming up this year. The other things that we've done is we've increased the variety of daytime exercise classes to choose from, and now we're offering 2 evening classes for 60-plus adults who may not be able to attend the daytime classes. So now on Monday evenings, and we'll talk a little bit more detail about that as we go through this, we're going to have exercise classes, and hopefully we'll be able to add more evening-type events.
Right. We still have our daytime lunch parties and lunch and learn events scheduled into June, and they're always a great draw for the people that we have coming in. And
we're actively working on bringing in a bunch more, and we'll have a lot more information for you on that. We just finished a great St. Patrick's Party event, which was a lot of fun.
It was. Yeah. It was great.
Had a bagpipe player, and we had a great guy singing Irish songs and so forth, and it was a lot of fun.
And we celebrate the birthdays every month, so that
was
huge.
The other thing.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
The birthday celebrations.
Yeah.
This May, we're going to be holding, and this is going to be a special event from 4 to 7 p.m., if I remember right with the hours. It's going to be called the Senior Services Expo. So what we're going to be doing is bringing in a lot of organizations that provide services for seniors. So it will allow an opportunity for not only seniors, but maybe their family members to come in with them so they can learn about some of the services and opportunities for help and aid in various places. Also, we're going to have some city departments there as well. And that's going to be in May from 4 to 7 p.m. Again, we'll go through the list of all those things and the times and the dates.
And if that's not enough, we're also planning multiple trips this year, which should be a blast.
Yeah. We had our first trip in 2.5 years last December down to Newport, Rhode Island, and just met with the travel committee the other day. We've got 3 trips that we're planning on, one in the summer, one in the fall, and another Yuletide sort of trip. And then in addition to that, we're also looking at the possibilities of doing some casino trips and other trips to museums and places like that. So we're actively working on trying to provide some more outside events to go to.
So I guess all that's left to be said is let's bring on the flowers, let's bring on the sun, and let's spring into a greater year for our 60-plus seniors. So let's take a look at the special events we have set up for the next 2 months. The first is the Mayor Rigo and the Rossetti Senior Center will be presenting a free tax prep event. That again will be Sunday, April 3rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That will be at the Senior Center. An appointment is required, so you need to give us a call. And the only restriction on that is there is an income cap of $66,000. So if you're interested in that, it's a great offer. Free tax prep, give us a call.
Yeah. And to your point, all of the events that we're talking about, and even the daily exercise events that we're going to talk about, require that you call and pre-register. And as always, as Debbie mentioned, if you have any questions, please call us. And our number is 781-286-8156. So the next event that we have coming up is on Tuesday, April 5th. This one is sold out at this point, but there will be the opportunity for another one. It's an organization called Heart to Home that does food deliveries to homes. It's like a Meals on Wheel. It's a little upscale in terms of the food, and there's a price associated with it. These people are coming in on the 5th to actually serve lunch to 25 of the seniors, and to see if there might be some interest in people maybe subscribing to this service. And as I said, if it's something you're interested in, it is sold out, but we do have an opportunity to schedule another one probably in May if there's interest. So call us and let us know.
And guess what, Ed? Since it's spring, baseball is back.
Yes, take us out to the ball game.
Okay, Thursday, April 7th, we're having a baseball party. It's Red Sox versus Yankees season opener. We'll start that at noon. I guess we'll have some lunch, but maybe we'll have some popcorn, maybe some Fenway Franks, a beverage. But it should be a fun time.
What's a baseball game without hot dogs, right?
There you
and
go.
Popcorn. And Cracker Jacks. Maybe we get some
Cracker Jacks,
too, yeah.
That's great. We'll add that to the list.
On Wednesday, April 13th, we have CAPIC coming in to do a fuel assistance clinic. I think they've been doing them now since November, I want to say. On a monthly basis, they've been coming in, and I've noticed that there's a number of people taking advantage of that. So if you're looking for fuel assistance, come in. We can set up an appointment. Call us. We'll set up an appointment for so that you can meet with the CAPIC people when they're here.
If you're looking for a hearing test or questions about hearing aids or hearing aids test advice, please come Tuesday, April 12th, 11 o'clock. We have our person who does this. She'll be there at 11 a.m., but again, call us, make a reservation. We can go later. Just let us know if you're interested.
Yeah, the clinics run from, I believe, 11 to 2 o'clock. So you call us and we'll put you in a time slot for one of those appointments. Then on April 27th, the ever-popular Alan LaBella is going to provide music for our garden party, which we're holding within the senior center. There's some confusion. Everybody keeps saying, we're going to a garden. I said, no, we're staying in the senior center.
We're
but
making
we're
a garden.
Garden party. That's correct.
I hate to say this, but that's sold out already.
That is sold out. That's true. There is a wait list, so and we do get cancellations. So if you're interested in it, give us a call. And on the sold out, and it's worth mentioning because I know a lot of people say, geez, you mentioned this and now it's sold out. Unfortunately, it's the timing of the way these things get sealed and the way they happen, and we try to get the word out to as many people as quickly as possible. So just be patient with us. We're trying to get as many things out much further in advance as you'll see in this notice. So hopefully we're not going to have too many more of these. When we announce it, it's sold out.
Right, right. Or we need a bigger place, one of the two.
Yeah, right.
Monday, May 2nd is the day that we have set up for that Senior Services Expo that we had mentioned earlier. You were right, 4 to 7 p.m. And what we're trying to do is get in maybe East Boston Neighborhood Health, PACE, Mystic Valley Elder Service, Mass General. Get in the places that you may want to talk about with your family members, and anybody is welcome.
Cambridge Health Alliance. There's a couple of other, we'll say, senior care centers in the area that provide services as well. So we thought it might be an opportunity for them to let people know about some additional services that are out there.
Right.
And then after the Services Expo, we have a podiatry clinic. We do have a podiatry clinic once a month. That starts at 11 a.m. Again, I think they're 20-minute slots, and it goes till about 1:30, I believe. So call us if you're interested in that, and we can sign you up.
Wednesday, May 4th. This one is not sold out yet.
Nope.
This is lunch and an entertainment party with the singing grandpas. And if you've seen them, they're great. They're, I believe it's 4 or 5 gentlemen that sing and dance and entertain, and they do a great job. So
I've not seen them yet, but I've heard from many people because they've been at the senior center before that they're great and they're looking forward to it. The next up we have is another hearing test. So again, this newsletter and this information is trying to give you information 2 months in advance, April and May. So when we're looking to May, we now have another hearing clinic on May 10th.
And our next Lunch and Learn after this month will be May 11th, and that's with MGH Patient Support Corps, and we will explain that more in detail, but right now we are, it's kind of in a test in itself right now, but it is with MGH, and it would be students with a doctor from MGH, and they will be talking to our seniors about preparing for your health appointment. So before you go to a doctor, you would sit down with the students and you would explain to them what questions need to be asked or what questions you have, or to research what you're going to the doctor for, and then you'd be prepared to go in. So it's just kind of a little test to see if we need something like this, but I thought it sounded great. A lot of people get very nervous when they go into the doctor's office, and this would help you to be prepared ahead of time.
And the interesting thing about this one here is that, and we will be doing a lunch and learn to let people know more about that. They can ask questions, but also I think, you know, we could look at, as this thing moves on, when we set up the appointments, and this will be sometime in the summer, they've applied for a grant, they expect they'll be able to start then. We could also, seniors could also bring in family member with them to participate in this, because a lot of times when a senior goes to the doctor's appointment, they're with a family member, so maybe that it'll help family members as well prepare their parents for these meetings with doctors, and I think it'll help them in the long run.
And then another party yet?
Yes. Again, this is the party in May, and we're trying to be party central. Yeah. We're looking to do a Memorial Day barbecue on May 25th. And we're going to be featuring country and western music and country line dancing. So that should be a great event. We're in the process of lining up the people, but we feel pretty assured that we can make all of this happen on this date. So it's going to be May 25th. Great Memorial Day barbecue. See that 10 times.
Yeah, and if you're a Tommy Rull fan, Tommy Rull will be with us on June 8th, and that will be a lunch and entertainment party, and so that'll be a donation of $5, like the Memorial Day and the. And I was going to say, so as you can see, this is a June event, and we're already putting the word out on that, because once again, we want to try and get the word out as much as possible, and we're actively working now on lining people up for July, August, etc. So we will be able to project a lot of these events a lot further out. But you must pre-register, please, 781-286-8156, because we are limited in space. So
pre-registration is so important in all of the things that we do, the special events, the exercise events, and even the daily lunch events, and those who come in for the daily lunches. It's very important that Karen, who works in the kitchen at the senior center, she takes a daily list from people who are going to be coming in the next day or even for the week in terms of lunches, whether they're cold lunches or warm lunches. And it's very important for us to let her know in advance and for us to be able to keep track of that. So make sure you call and register for your lunches as well.
And just going through quickly, we're not here to bore you in any way, but Monday through Friday, we do have morning coffee, and that begins at 9 a.m., and we have daily lunches at 11:30, so that's consistent throughout the week. But on Mondays, we have aerobics and light training at 10. We have core and balance with Sharon at 11. The Shine Counselor is in on Monday. That is, for those of you who don't know, Shine Counseling is they counsel about Medicare, Medicaid, your insurance, and it's free to you. It's a great service. Jewelry beading classes at noon. We're adding Pokino, so we're going to try and get a Pokino group going. And again, starting next Monday, evening ceramic classes at 6:30. For those of you who can't come during the day, the 60-plus crowd that works, like me and Ed, and evening ceramic classes, and then 7 o'clock evening adult intermediate yoga.
Yoga.
There you go.
You can have yogurt with it, but
with Haley Hampton. So that's Mondays.
Yeah, and on Tuesdays, what we have are painting classes. We've got a great group of people up there that do painting, led by Linda Doherty, and it's a great opportunity to get your artistic talents flowing, if you will. We also do on Tuesdays and Wednesdays blood pressure clinics, and they're from 10 to 11. They used to be Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's been changed now to Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 10 to 11 a.m. In addition to that, on Tuesdays, we have chair yoga within us. And then we also have bingo, which we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Bingo games start up around 12:30, and they run till about 1:30 or so.
Yeah.
And those have been very popular. And it was the bingo crowd that said, hey, let's add Pokino to Mondays. So now we have another opportunity to play a game like that.
And we're always open to suggestions. Wednesday, we go into cheer yoga at 9 a.m. Ceramics classes are at 9:30 on Wednesday. Again, another blood pressure clinic at 10 a.m. And we started a dance class. Right now at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays, we have Latin dance basics with Amy.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to go into different dance.
Yeah, so basically where this came from is Amy used to run a Zumba class in which she found out there were many people that didn't truly understand all the dance steps and the basics to the dances that are part of Zumba. So she thought she would start doing Latin dance basics to teach people the steps, and who knows what other sorts of dances we might be able to add. But so it's a great opportunity to pick up on your Latin dancing, get a little bit more
there you go.
Yeah, practice in that area, and ultimately be able to do Zumba more better.
And then we have Sharon, again, core and balance at 11. So that's Wednesdays.
Yep. And then on Thursdays, we have the aerobics and lightweight training. We have the knitting group that comes on Thursdays. There's a group of about 4 or 5 people that participate in that. Again, we have the bingo. And then, of course, we have indoor bocce. The Indoor Bocce League has been going since September. They will be running until early June as it stands right now, because we had a little delay due to COVID. But that's a very active group. We actually have a couple of openings on some of the teams. So if anybody's interested in coming in on Thursdays to play bocce, give us a call and let us know.
And finally, Friday, we have cheer yoga at 10 a.m. with Susan Geritani, advanced core and balance with Sharon at 11, and that is advanced. And then we're starting a walking club with Susan at 11 o'clock on Fridays, and that will begin the middle of April. I don't have the exact date. After Easter, I know that. After Easter, we're starting the walking club. And what I think we're going to do it in conjunction with the health department, but I think we're walking down at Harry Delarusso Stadium. So it'll be just a walking club. So if you feel uncomfortable doing it by yourself, come do it with us.
And you mentioned something earlier in terms of the Pokino and people's suggestions, and that's how we added that in there, because people came to us and said, hey, we'd like to do Pokino. I want to mention that a lot of the stuff that we're doing now, a lot of the planning we're doing, it involves people who are part of our senior council, and we could talk about them in a little bit. But also, what's been really great are the members who are coming there on a fairly regular basis. They've been getting very active and participating in suggesting events and activities, but also doing decorating. And they worked a great job on St. Patrick's Day, and next week, I believe it is, they're going to be doing an update now for the spring.
Yeah, they're doing great. So part of this is it's a community event in a way. It's not just us running a senior center, which I hate that word, senior center. We will be, just as a live announcement here, we will be trying to change the name of the senior center, and we're going to probably have a contest to name it, because it's a negative connotation. Although I don't know why, because getting old is wonderful, but. That's what we're going to do. The other things to know, our senior center will be closing on Monday, April 18th for Patriots Day, and Monday, May 30th for Memorial Day. So that's just to let you know.
And the other thing to know about is our senior central parking for the senior center. As many of you know who have come there, and we have 10 spaces at the senior center, although those fill up pretty quickly during the day. If you get there early, you're able to get those spaces. If you're not able to park at the senior center, you can park in the Central Ave parking lot, where we have another 12 spaces or so with handicap marked spaces as well. And then just recently, we've been able to hand out passes to senior center members for senior center events. So if you're coming for exercise classes, or you're coming for bocce, or you're coming for any sort of event at the senior center, and you can't park at the senior center, or you can't park in one of those 11 spots, with the blue pass, and you could come and pick one up and keep it in your car when you come to the event. You just put it on your dashboard, and you can park anywhere within the Central Ave parking lot.
which is great. Senior Center Shuttle, we still have our shuttle that operates Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3, and on Fridays from 9 to noon. For appointments and trips to stores, pharmacies, within Revere city limits. And the ride request, we ask for you to have the request in a day before, so call us to make an appointment for the shuttle. Riders will be charged 1 coupon, which is $1 for each leg of the trip. Coupons are available for books of 10 and can be purchased at the center. Once again, our number is 781-286-8156, and we ask that you call to reserve the shuttle. We have 2, and we have 2 drivers, so it's not an open. It's limited. There's the word.
But we're able to get a lot of rides in, so
Yeah.
call us. Okay, and then the last of things to know, and I'll go right to the newsletter distribution because we've already talked about registration. The newsletters, as many of you have seen, are distributed to multiple locations around the city. I think we have about 15 to 20 locations around the city, but if there's a location, a senior residence or something like that that you live in that does not get the newsletter, give us a call, let us know, and we'll add them to the list. I also wanted to let you know that we do post the newsletter on the senior website or web page on the City of Revere's website, which is revere.org. So if you don't get it, you can go there. We've also been mailing through the U.S. Postal Service newsletters to people who can't get out and get them in any other way, and are starting to use email. So everybody that has an email address registered with us, we're able to email a copy of the newsletter. And I'll put out a note. We are actively seeking to get more people to give us their email addresses so that we can send this information out and other types of information that come up with the Senior Center. So if you're a registered member or a member of the Senior Center and you have an email address, give us a call and have us check up to see whether we've got it on file, so to speak, and if not, we'll add it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's great. So again, we thank you for watching and listening. We're really excited about what's coming this spring to the center. But what's most important is that you come and you feel comfortable and you have a good time. And we're here to provide this service to our seniors, and we love doing it. So I want to once again thank you for watching. A special shout out to Irma Asatulo, who had surgery this week, and we wish her a speedy recovery, and we look forward to you coming back. And I think that's it. I guess.
Yeah, and I guess you mentioned Irma, which brought up, and we mentioned very briefly, and I'm going to take a chance on this in the Senior Council. I do want to mention that a lot of the activities that we do, there is a Senior Council made up of about, 15 people from the Revere senior community that basically advise. We meet with them once a month, and they provide us advice and guidance on all the things that we're doing. Okay,
so we want to thank you again for watching us. We're real excited about what we have set up for the spring, and we're still open to ideas. Anything you want to see or have us do, we are open to it. Again, thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy.
Yes. Thank you. Take care.